Okay, well, I've never really done this before, but I guess I'm just gonna go right into it. So the first question is, what was my initial expectations of college and Willie P? Um, Honestly, at first, I thought it was gonna be, you know, not like super hard, but I thought I knew that it was going to be very different than high school, but I definitely was not prepared for just how much freedom we actually do get here. Living at school is very different for me. I'm used to like a very like close knitted family atmosphere. So being here away from my family, that I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting to be gone so long, as crazy as it sounds. I just kind of thought of college as, like, oh, it's so different than high school. I'm gonna go there, do my own thing, and then be done with it. But it's, it took off kind of slow, and it's definitely not as fast as high school went. Here it's, step by step, day by day, and that's just so far how I've been going through like my semester. Okay, so the second question is, what have I learned after experiencing the first semester? I have learned quite a bit, to be perfectly honest. You know, I'm such a procrastinator. I really am, and I hate to admit that. But, you know, being in high school and college is just so different. I just can't get over it. So, what I have learned after the first semester about being in college is to definitely dedicate as much time to studying as I possibly can. Um, I know that sounds like it should be a no-brainer, but you know, I don't like studying. I absolutely hate it. And what I learned is that when I don't dedicate, enough hours to studying, I'll go into a test thinking I'm absolutely going to pass, and when I don't pass or I have a low grade, I'm very disappointed in myself, and I always think to myself, like, oh, I should have studied more, I should have been doing more extra problems. So that's definitely the biggest thing I've learned after the first semester is making sure I have that allotted time strictly for studying and, getting my work done. Um, Another thing that I learned, from this semester is to there's never too much organization. Um, Towards the beginning of this semester, I started off extremely organized. I had a specific color for a specific class, folders for each class by each chapter. Everything was color coordinated. Towards the middle of the semester, I started fizzling off. I was lucky enough to catch myself, and now, I'm back on track with staying as organized as I possibly can. And yeah, those are definitely the two biggest things I learned about this semester is making sure I have more than enough studying time, and there's no such thing as being over organized. So okay, so to wrap this up, the last two questions are, who am I becoming and what goals have I set for myself? So to start, who am I becoming? I personally feel as though I'm becoming a much more mature person. I'm starting to realize how to speak to people, how to get my point across better. I'm starting to realize just how important it is to develop relationships with my professor because, one day the people around me here at school could, be my potential bosses, and they could be helping me with internships and stuff like that. So being here at school has definitely helped me become a much more mature person, as well as a much more dedicated person. So as much as I said before how I procrastinate a lot, I do take school very seriously. I think education is extremely important in our lives. So just being accepted here into college has been a serious dream come true of mine. I just, some days I can't even believe that I've made it this far. And so when I have, little moments like that, I like to, be thankful for, you know, the position that I'm in, and that I am here, and, I am doing this, to have a good career, and, to have a good, positive, successful future. So being here at college, it's definitely made me become a more dedicated and a much more mature person, and I'm loving every second of it. I really, really am. So, and lastly, what goals have I set for myself? So just generally speaking, I haven't, really done much on campus. I've kind of just taken this semester, just to take it all in, just ride the wave, day by day, just to see how things go. I've definitely taken an interest to some things here on campus, such as sororities and, clubs pertaining to my major. So, I'm definitely very excited to see what direction I choose to go in tomorrow or a month from now, another semester from now. So I'm really, really excited and really looking forward to see, what Willie P has in store for me, and, what direction I choose to go in from here. So I'm very excited, and from, just my overall experience here being, at school this first semester has just been really, really great and really, really positive. And, I know that it's not always going to be like this, but I'm willing to, put the work and put the time in. So I'm definitely really excited about this journey here.